So, you bought Dead by Daylight, and you want to be a killer main, or maybe you've only played Survivor and you're a little bit anxious about playing killer. Either way, I've got you back. It really isn't that scary. I have two very affordable builds to show you. The first one will only require the base game and some time invested into blood point spending. With Pinhead license no longer being a thing in action, it's a great time to try killer out, so this will be the build. You've got Deadlock, which is a Pinhead teachable, which after a generator is completed, the most progress gen is blocked for 25 seconds, which will give you so much knowledge. You've got Hex Plaything. Once you hook a survivor, a dull totem will become a Hex totem. That survivor will be inflicted with the Oblivious States effect, which will make your life a lot easier in chases, and it will give you a little bit of slowdown because you'll be focusing slightly on a totem because it's very difficult to play as a survivor with Oblivious. Trust me. The third perk will be Brutal Strength, which is a teachable trapper perk. This makes it so that you destroy pallets, breakable walls, and generates 20% faster, which is really nice. It's just a bit of speed in the game. Tinker is the fourth and final perk for this build, which I think overall is a very solid build. This perk makes it so that whenever a generator reaches 70% progress, it triggers a loud noise notification and you are granted the undetectable states effect for the next 16 seconds. So basically it gives you map knowledge of which generators are being worked on, and on top of that you can sneak up on survivors and it'll make you better in chase during those 16 seconds. Also, I'll be showcasing how to play killer in the absolute basics. Even at a more advanced level you might learn something from this. Anyway, enjoy the gameplay, relax, and try to learn a thing or two about playing killer in Dead by Daylight. If you enjoy this style of content, please consider subscribing. I'm an only main at heart, but I play variety killer and sometimes I play survivor as well. We are on Wrecker's Yard, which is actually a perfectly balanced map. I really like all variations of Wrecker's Yard, and I'm using a free-to-play build, or it will soon be free-to-play once Pinhead is free-to-play. So we've got Tinkerer, which is going to be used as our map-wide knowledge. We've got Hex Plaything, which is a little bit of slowdown. There's a player over there. There's also someone here. And, like I say, Brutal Strength to break stuff a bit quicker. See if we can catch him off guard this way. Ooh, might have caught him off guard here. Yeah, done alright there. Nice. And Deadlock is our main source of slowdown. We can follow him, it's fine. Our tracking's a little bit off, I've not been playing much lately. But this is basically going to teach you how to play killer if you've just bought the game, and I've got a really nice build for you. Throw the pallet, you know you want to. Getting rid of resources is not bad. Once we see Tinkerer pop, we know where the gens are getting worked on. So in this situation, we know someone's on this gen here. We will give it a kick because there's two people on it, because that's basically two people's time's wasted. I'm going to use my power, but this is because I'm playing the Oni. You might have been playing, I don't know, the Trapper or something. Gonna get down like so. Then we go for this guy. Ooh, almost. That was almost perfect. That was almost perfect as well, but it's fine. He's out in the open now, so we can't really do anything. And we will go for her first. There's a reason why we're going for her first, is because she'll have been recovering. It might be someone coming for the pallet save, or a flashlight save, which is fine. Don't get angry at that kind of stuff. I don't mind showcasing that at all. We've wasted quite a lot of time, and we've still got blood flowing. So this is a good guide for Oni and Killer. And Hook for you. So what's happened here with this player is they've now got Plaything on them. Plaything makes them oblivious, which means we'll be a lot easier to catch them off guard and in chase. Someone's gone back on this gen. We knew someone would go back to the gen. We've got the grab. Wasn't expecting to get the grab. I'll take it though. And a Hook for you. She's now inflicted with Plaything, which basically means a totem has spawned over there, or the one there. That's more slowdown. If they are getting rid of totems, they're not working on gens, which helps you a lot. Trust me. We've still got someone injured, which is great if you're playing Oni. You might not be playing the Oni, but I'm teaching you how to play as just killer in general. Someone's going straight for the unhook. We've seen the scratch marks. We're not just going to let them heal at hook, because that would be very foolish of us. And it is the we don't want her. She giving up? Okay. What we're going to do is we're going to go for the healthy one and keep the pressure going, because we've got two people injured, and we'd rather go for someone who's healthy. Nice. We'll take that. We'll go for quick pick. They get a flashlight save. That's okay though, we've got them injured as well. And don't forget, oh, Tinkerer. We know where someone, this is perfect. We know where someone's working is. And we've got our power back. And what we're going to do is, we're going to use our power to our advantage and go for the person on that gen. Because we know that they won't know we're coming because of Tinkerer. See? And there we go. Everyone's injured and we've got someone on the ground. Again, don't get stressed out with people flashlighting you. They're just playing the game their way. It's part of the game. Picking that brutal strength value. Now we have 3 survivors inflicted with Oblivious States effect. They might get this generator done, but we've got such good early game pressure that it doesn't matter. Catch them off guard with Tinkerer. Kick this again because it's nearly done. You don't normally want to be kicking gens, but it's fine in this situation. 1, because it's nearly done, and 2, because we know exactly where the guy who was working on it is. Something has popped somewhere, so we're going to use our power to go somewhere else. But again, this isn't about learning the Oni, this is about learning killer and basics. Do a little tour of the gens and see which ones are getting progress on. We have another Tinkerer at Shack. Perfect. And we caught her off guard. She had no idea we were coming. 1, because she's oblivious, and 2, because of Tinkerer. We'll hook her, save our power. Again. She's mental. She was going for the pallet save. That's fine. And I would recommend just trying not to just funnel someone out when you're trying to learn the game, because you're not going to learn anything playing that way. You want to go for, like, you know, 12 hook states. And if you lose, you're not losing, because every time you play a game, you're learning something new. That's the whole point of this, and a hook for you. We now have her on death hook, so that's her second stage. 1 more hook, and she is gone. Don't forget, this gen was progress. We know they'd be going back to it, so there's this Mr. Man over here. And we'll go for him. He has a pallet. We remember this from earlier. And we'll do this. He's going to break the pallet. Oh, he's not going to throw the pallet. Fair enough, I was going to break the pallet, but he did not throw it. He's a ballsy man. I respect it. I can hear him. I'm doing something what you shouldn't do in this situation, which is never stop dashing, because I'm crazy. He's going to throw the pallet now. Well timed, sir. He's a good survivor. Because he's a good survivor, he'd be good to learn off. Ooh. Hi there. Dead hard. Didn't dead hard. I was waiting for it. And don't forget, these survivors have had a few flashlight saves, so they might be going for another one. They might do it now. Did he get it? Hey, that's actually impressive. Fair play. Again, I'm at 4 gens. I don't mind, and I've got someone on death hook. If I really need to take someone out of the game, I can do. I'm not really that bothered about winning anymore. I've won plenty of games. I'm going to kick it again. He's going to finish that gen. We want to keep this gen up, because it's actually quite a valuable one to have near the basement. She's been caught off guard purely down to the Oblivious States effect on Plaything. Someone has gone with one of their totems. Someone is now not affected by the Oblivious States effect. You'll be able to figure it out pretty quickly. Oh, what a dodge by this. This ace is a very good player. You can just tell by his movement. I've caught him off guard there completely, and that's okay. We know the 2 people with beamers are on the ground, which means nobody can get a beamer save. And a hook for you. She's out of the game now. She wants to dance. So if you want to play a bit more scummy, what you could do in this situation is, you've seen a player here, and you've got a slug on the ground. A slug is when someone's literally just on the ground, and you can have them there. I'm going to try something a bit... He had Unbreakable and Dead Hard. So the first one was to pick himself up. The second one was to just basically get a free hit out of me. So in that situation, it would have been more valuable to pick him up. She's there. She was right by that pallet. I could hear her. He's going to go straight back to that gen, because it's nearly pro. See what I mean? We know he can't Dead Hard now, because he's already used it, and he's still mending. That is so close, man. I'm actually having fun with this. I'm just like, feels like I'm still learning the killer a little bit. He's gone straight back on the gen. That's ballsy. We're going to come out of our power now. And Tinker's popped over there. So that gen's nearly done as well. So our knowledge is this one's nearly done. And that one is also nearly done. He's going to try and go for the save because he's got cocky. He's got very cocky with it. Oh, he makes that. Fair play. I will break this. Brutal Strengths helped me out quite a lot there. And again, we know where the other survivor is purely because where they are on that gen over there. But it doesn't matter. We can come back over here. He's going to be lingering for that save. Pick her up. Because I imagine he's already used his Unbreakable, okay? So he only gets one of those in a game. And she'll have been recovering, so the other survivor can't recover from this. So I'm going to, in this situation, now I know he's used his Unbreakable, he's picked himself up, I'm going to use my knowledge of the other survivor popping Tinkerer over there. And that should be the game, unless she's been really clever and popped Tinkerer, knowing I've got Tinkerer. So this gen, nearly done. Yeah, so she's around there. She's popped it and gone over here. It's clever. They're not terrible survivors I'm playing against. And now they've done a recovery. If she'd just sat the gen... Ooh, nice job by him. He's got Dead Hard in the kit. Yeah, no, he doesn't actually. No, he doesn't. He's not been hooked again since. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to play with this one, who is now going to be trying to get back to her progress gen. And she's not. So we'll hook her. Deadlock's popped on that gen, so the knowledge we have of Deadlock is that is the most progress gen over there. And that one's been complete. So that's absolutely fine. And a hook for you. I'm actually really glad this game happened the way it happened. I'm glad he got beamer saves. I'm glad of everything because it showcases what a normal game of DBD is like. You're not always going to have, like, stompers. You're not always going to have loads of fun. I'm having fun with this one purely because I'm playing against at least a couple of competent people. I like it when they can make saves. It's impressive. It impresses me. Where is he? Is he actually just sat in there in the corner? I think he's... Oh, he was there. Nosed it perfect. Yeah, you can't do anything about that. Again, other beamer girl's dead. Don't have to worry about picking up because the other one's just got a medkit and she's not going to save anyone with a medkit apart from off the ground. The only gem what I think may pop, just purely from map knowledge, is the one Claudette was working on earlier, which is over... Oh, she went for the save instead. But I imagine she's tapped it. If we have a look at it in a second, we can just go for you. It's fine. She'd get a save. I don't mind. We're not really... This is just not about that at the moment. It's about learning things, learning the basics. Basic build, basic gameplay, using the perks to your full advantage, and just, yeah, having fun with it. Learning the game. This isn't just because I'm playing the Oni. You could do this with any killer the way I'm playing now, apart from obviously the power stuff. But it's the same logic of, you know, knowing where gens are popping, knowing where to go, knowing who to pressure, knowing what to swap to, knowing how to basically play the basics. Again, I imagine Claudette has gone over to that gen, because that one she knows. She's not an idiot. She knows it's progressed. So we're going to look for scratch marks now, and you can do this as any killer. I'm just doing this faster because I'm playing as the Oni, and this is the killer I like to play as. And we have... He's in that locker. Yeah. I can hear him breathing. Just take him out and hook him, I guess, unless he's got DS. He might have DS. Yeah, that's fine. DS, again, Decisive Strike is an anti-tunnel perk. I could sort of tell he was baiting me to use it, and I'm okay with him doing that. He's still trying to distract me from this gen, I believe. Tinkerer has not popped on that one, nor that one. So we're in a completely safe position right now. We know someone's been on this one. There's blood around here. So this is slightly progressed. We've got no sign of Claudette, so she's probably around here somewhere. Yep, there we go. That's just purely having knowledge of the game. Let's get her on a hook. And this is her last hook, and then it'll just be me and the ace. And to be honest with you, I don't mind the ace getting out. He played brilliantly. It's not about us versus them, killer versus survivor. It's about, you know, if people play well, have a bit of respect for them, for God's sake. Like, I'd like to 1v1 this guy. He seems really good. Because I'll learn something from it. Oh, he just went for the hatch instead. I was trying to get a 1v1 out of him because he was genuinely quite good. But it's okay. So that is a basic survivor build. And I had fun with it. Build 2 is, in my opinion, the build to go for if you don't want to spend too much money. The two killers you'll need to buy on top of the base game is the Artist and the Plague, who are non-licensed killers, so they're slightly cheaper and also affordable with in-game money. So the build is as follows. Grim Embrace. Once you hook a survivor and you move 60 meters away from the hook, all generators are blocked for 10 seconds. Once you reach 4 tokens, which is all separate survivors hooked once, all generators are blocked for 40 seconds, and the Obsession's aura is revealed to you for 6 seconds. So this is insane slowdown, which you don't have to do anything to gain that slowdown. So the second perk will be Scourge Hook Pain Resonance. At the start of the trial, 4 random hooks are changed into Scourge Hooks. You see their auras in white. You hook a survivor on one of these hooks, the generator with the most progress loses 20% progress, and also if someone's working on it, they will scream. You can hook everyone once on these hooks, and that's 20% per each one, so it's 80% regression of generators, and also you get a little bit of knowledge of where they are with the scream. The third perk is one of my favourite perks in the game, purely because I think it's very balanced and it's very, very strong. So at the start of the trial, the 3 generators located furthest away from you are blocked by the entity for 2 minutes. What can you do in this time? You can build up pressure by, I don't know, you could injure a survivor, get rid of some of the resources by removing some of the pallets from the game. You don't want to down the survivor straight away. What you want to do in this situation is injure someone, hopefully they've not got a med kit, go for a different survivor and get them down, and also get rid of a couple of pallets on your way. Try and put some pressure on the generators at the same time, because this 2 minutes is crucial to start in the game and creating this momentum. Perk 4 is a solid Oni perk, but it's also very, very good for all killers because it gives you a little bit of knowledge and it can protect you a lot from bully squads. So you down a survivor, and any survivors that are within your terriers while another survivor is put into the dying state will scream and reveal their location for 6 seconds. So have you ever had it where a survivor is hovering around and going for the beamer save? You will know about this. On top of that, it's very, very good for snowball potentially. If you've got a few injured people and they start screaming, you can create this slug effect and snowball. It's really, really nice. So we've landed on Badham Preschool, which is considered not a great map for killer. Basically, This build is if you've bought 2 killers, and the 2 killers I'd recommend buying are the Artist and Plague. This goes for all killers, by the way. This isn't just for Oni. And what you can do with this is you can apply early pressure thanks to Corrupt Intervention. She's taken him to Shack, which is going to be really risky for me here. She's done a medium ball. I probably could have got a swing on her. But yeah, Pain Resonance. She's left Shack. That's crazy. We can play this pallet. She'll have to throw this. Take that. That's fine. Not sure why she would do that. I'm going to let her bleed. As an Oni player, this is what I'm going to do. I'm just going to break this and use this to resources. If I down her, Corrupt Intervention ends. She wants a chase. And we've just seen someone in the corner of our eye over there. So we're going to remember that for future. We're going to get our power off her. And once we do... Yeah, she's trying to do a window tech. Now we've got our power. We can go for the down. The Corrupt Intervention is now gone. And we are going to use a Pain Res hook. She's became a bot. So that's really good. This shows how great the build is. No, I'm kidding. But anyway, we Pain Res. And this should hopefully... Someone was working on a gen. And now when we walk away from the hook, it'll block all gens, which gives us that little cushion of breathable room. We know these gens aren't going to be worked on because they were blocked from Corrupt. I imagine it's this one in this corner. And I was right. So what we are going to do is... leave that. We're not going to bother kicking it. Don't need to. I don't feel like we need to at all. We know she's gone this way because of scratch marks. She's gone out here. Where the hell has she gone? There. Her scratch marks were all over the place. We can use another Pain Res because there is a couple of progress gens. And also, we know no one's nearby because we've got Infectious Fright. Again, that works for all killers. You down someone, Infectious Fright will pop and you'll see them scream if they're within your radius, which they're not. Again, they're now blocked again, which is perfect. This is the bot. Do I really want to chase the bot? Not really. I'm just going to injure her, I think. She's not really any value to us because she's no longer a Pain Res and she's no longer a Grim. We can get our power back though, which is nice. What we're going to do is we're going to go straight back to the hook because we know it's going to be a healthy survivor and we know we can apply more pressure and we can push them away from that hook and hopefully we'll get the heal off by the time we get there. Well, hello there. Nice. And Infectious Fright. So we know where one of the survivors. We're going to leave it. We're going to leave her. It's fine. And what we're going to do is we're just going to go for... might not be worth using a Pain Res hook, but we are. So that's now popped and screamed. We walk away. This will block the gens again. We have got value out of Pain Res. We're still at 5 gens, and we've got 3 hooks already, which is crazy. Like, that's some serious value. We know someone's here. We know someone's there as well. We'll take this chase. She's going to have to throw this. Ooh, nice job. That was ballsy timing. I like that. That was good. If we want to be scummy, we could apply more pressure by just going back to the hook, but we're not going to in this situation. We're just going to get our power back and kind of play a bit more chill. It's not always about that. She's gone over here somewhere, hasn't she? Yeah. See how her scratch marks ended? Because she just went into the crouch position. Break that. Do I need to break that? Ooh, if we break it on this side, she's screwed. Yeah, she has to throw this now as well. Fine, we'll just break it. And all we're doing is getting rid of resources. We might have a couple of gens pop because we have the knowledge there are a few have been worked on. We also have the knowledge that she's our last Pain Res and our last Grim Embrace, which will give us so much value. So what we're going to do is we're going to down her, hook her, and this is where the Oni of me comes into play. And what we will do is she can throw that now. There you go. Ooh, fair play. We're going to break it on the other side because it's better for us. Once she gets around there, we'll break it. That's actually a lot better for us now, because she's in no man's land. There's always a better side to break it on. Throwing it. We want to break it on the other side again. So we push around there. We're going to do that. Break it now. This side of the map is near enough gone now. Once we hook her, that'll be our last Pain Res hook, maybe, if we've got one available. And yeah, we wasted loads of time in that chase, but it doesn't really matter too much because we're going to get Grim and we've got our power. Right, so this is the last Grim hook for you. We'll see the Obsession's Aura, which is the bot. Who's over there? We'll go for the bot, screw it. Right, we'll hook her, and then we should get our power back from over here. No Infectious Fright play. We've still got another 30 seconds on that. Hook for you. Should be able to get our power back and go for someone else by the time we get another down, which is great. Still another 20 seconds on Grim Embrace. It's a really balanced perk. I actually love the perk. We'll get our power back from all this blood. We're not actually, we could go for this girl just to get pain res value. We're not going to. We're just going to get our power back and go for the other girl. She's wasted the resources on this side of the map. They're now unblocked, as you can see. Scratch marks have stopped. She's here. Nice. Playing this super chill. If I wanted to sweat this out, I would do, but this isn't about that. It's about showcasing stuff. So we're going to hook her. And we've not kicked a single gen yet, if you've noticed. But in this situation, we are going to kick this one because it's near a hook. And in my opinion, I think it's value. Not always value, it's quite progressed. And we know this is the dead side of the map. All these resources are gone. And when it's dead like this, it's an easy down. Like, there's just no pallets here now because that one girl has basically just obliterated this side of the map. One more. We're going to use our power straight away. They've gone for the unhook. Hopefully that is Michaela. We've still got pain res in the kitty, but you need to remember who you've hooked. That's something I often forget. We can just take Sable out of the game now that she's got dead ad. Which she doesn't. No one screamed. No one in the terror radius. Crazy. Again, this what I'm doing right now is not about winning. It's literally about just playing the game and just showcasing stuff. So that's popped. That's not even been touched, so she's ran off somewhere. We're only on 2 gens, don't forget, but we haven't kicked any gens. Should be able to get our power back from this way. I do think that gen might pop over there. But we'll see. Saw her over there. There's one on a totem then. That's perfect. Right, infectious value. We know there's someone here. She was working on a totem, she screamed. Let's go on this way. Oh, that's so bad for us. Well, that is the one we want though, is it? I catch off guard this way. Almost. Oh, at the end of my power. Not ideal. Not ideal at all. I don't think this is the one we want, is it? Again, it's about remembering who you've hooked, and I can't remember who I've hooked, because sometimes I do that. I think the... Is it this one? It's one of the Michaelas, I believe. Let's see. And a hook for you. No, so it was the other one. Again, there's 2 people left. If you are wanting to win, it is about kicking gens at this point now, because they just don't have the resources to manage to, like, get the gen back off regression. Hello. I think she can get quite far. Oh, she went that way. Oh. Right, we can wrap this game up if we really want, because we know where the other one is. Ooh, almost. What's she gonna do here? Oh, I knew she was gonna come back round as well. I thought I had the play of the century there. There we go. Perfect. And now, I think this is the last pain res. It was this girl, so I was completely wrong with both my guesses. We can't even use it. But it doesn't matter. I mean, don't forget, I'm playing super chill in this situation, but the amount of, like, free spare time you've got purely because of Corrupt at the start, you can get rid of resources, you've got this, like, nice blanket. Pain res just acts as just gen slowdown without having to kick any gens. I think I kicked 2 gens that entire game, maybe 3 at push. And then Grim Embrace again is more slowdown. It's all perfect. Infectious Fright, just great for knowing where people are. If someone's going to go for a flashlight save, you'll have that knowledge. Overall, very, very solid build, and it only takes 2 killers. Another suggestion I could add is maybe leveling the Clown instead of one of them, and then you'd have Pop and Bamboozle. All of these perks are great on all killers, not just the Oni. So yeah, that's the buying 2 killers build. Build 3 is my personal favourite Oni build, which is still solid for all killers, but I personally enjoy this the most. So, the build is as follows. You've got Pop goes a Weasel. After hooking a survivor, the next generator you damage instantly loses 20% of its current progress. That works really well with nowhere to hide. You damage a survivor, and you see the aura of all survivors standing within 24 meters of you for 5 seconds, and this travels with you. So this is amazing on mobile killers, such as the Oni, Blight, Nurse, etc. Corrupt Intervention, again, always going to be one of my favourite perks, especially on the Oni, because you you can build up this early game. It's great on the Trapper as well. It's great on most killers because you can set the presence of the game from the very beginning. The final perk is Infectious Fright. You can see why this works well with the Oni. You down someone, you can continue downing people and create some massive snowball effects. Again, all these perks are good with all killers, so you will learn something if you're not even playing the Oni. We're on the Eyrie of Crows, and we're now running my favourite build on the Oni. Not necessarily the best build on the Oni, but it's my favourite, purely because, okay, so you've got Corrupt at the start. You can get rid of resources, potentially get your power. You've got Infectious Fright for locating survivors. You've got Nowhere to Hide for, again, locating survivors and catching them off guard, and they wouldn't be expecting it. She just held up you, fair play. I didn't think she would. Just going to have to throw it this time. I am going to respect this. Fine. We want to get her on this side. Will she stay by that vault? Okay. That's fine. She might take me to main building now. And again, you'll probably learn something from this anyway. She's going over to where a gen I don't care about is. Had this one off guard instead. Throw it? She didn't throw it, really? That's wild. So because she didn't throw it the first time, I knew she was going to be a bit cocky with it. We're going to kick this just to see if anyone's around. We've got all this time now because of Corrupt Intervention. So we know there's someone there. Hi. Caught her off guard as well. And now we'll have our power very, very soon. We've got 2 people injured. We're just going to waste their time. She's going to vault and give us our power. Thank you very much. And what we will do is, we have 2 injured. And we imagine there's going to be another survivor on either this gen or that gen. Maybe even 2. 2 on this one here. So, with 2 here, both healthy. Let's see what we can do. Hi. There's one. Let's go for the next one. This is why it's my favourite build. Don't forget, Nowhere to Hide travels with you. It's really good for mobile killers. Blight, Oni, Nurse. Perfect. That's Infectious Fright again, but we're not going to go for her because she's up there. We don't care about her. She's made this pallet very unsafe by pre-dropping that. Don't know why she would do that, but Crow's moved. That Crow moving signifies someone's going over there. Give her a hook. We'll make it back over there in time to hopefully they'll stop progressing the gen. Maybe will they get the save? They have got the save, but this gives us our power back because there's 2 of them here. This is so good for us. We now have Popko as a weasel as well. We need to be aware of that. But more importantly, we're about to get our power back. And what we can do with that is we can go straight back to the hook. And go for the healthy one. So I think we're going to stay in chase over here. We're not, so we're not stupid. We're going for the healthy one over here. Claudette's getting it. Get this open. Okay. She's smart with it. There we go. Infectious value. Is that the Beamer girl? It is, and she's gone out there. Off the record. Fair play. She'll have to mend now and then heal again, so that's fine. It wastes a lot of her time. And what we can do is straight back over here, stop our power from popping. And doing that has made it so we don't get stunned out of our power, which is really nice. The other 2 have been wasting their time healing. They have tapped the gen, which is perfect, because what we can do now is use Popko as a weasel and Nowhere to Hide, because I just saw them on this gen in the corner. See? 2 of them at Shack. We're going to get a hit. That is regressing that really badly. We catch her off guard because she's not going to the Shack. She now is. We blocked her off there, so she can't make anything. Maybe this pallet, actually. She doesn't have a pallet. Damn, I thought she did. Depends on the pallet spawns, obviously, of the map. She's doing a very questionable thing and taking us to the hook. She's going to give up because of that. I don't blame her. Right, let's have some fun with this girl here. We're in a very, very comfortable position. Try and catch her off guard around the back. She just... That is wild. Nice. We could continue and go straight over... Yeah, you know what? We will. Purely because we're playing Oni. They go for this... Yeah, they did. Can hear her that way. They're all in. Her check spots are immaculate. But she goes down regardless. Her check spots were very, very good. And by check spots, I mean people just like literally hugging corners and check it. They don't have a full reset. We know all 3 of them over there, which is fine. Because what we're going to do again is hook her, pick this gen, potentially get some of our power back because there's going to be blood around over there. We know where the blood is. And that's Popko as a weasel value again. Potentially anyone around here? No. We're still at 5 gens and we have someone on death hook. Again, here's some nowhere to hide to value. You ready for this? God, she's absolutely bolt for the hills. And I don't blame her. It's probably the best thing to do in this situation. But well, that one's being worked on as well. What we are going to do is we're going to use our power to our full advantage. There's nowhere to hide. Follows you. Let's give this a kick. Oh, damn. She got some distance. Oh, I saw someone there. May have caught her off guard here. Perfect. Infectious value. We're not going to use it. This game's really, really not going too badly at all. And a hook for you. And now, straight back over to this gen, and guess what we're going to do? Pop goes a weasel. Keep this game. Give that kick. Slows it right down. We know she's right there. We know she's right there. 10 vaulting that. We're not vaulting that. Or she'd vault it this time. Do you know what, though? I'm not going to bother with her. You know why I'm not going to bother with her? I'm going to get my power first. Then I'll bother with her. And we'll take Shaq 1v1. Yeah, let's see what we can do. Right. Oh, she's completely left Shaq altogether, which is crazy. Perfect. Oh. What do we have here? Someone over here. Hello, Claude. Nice job, Claude. We can take her out of the game and win this if we want to. Which I think we'll do. Can you see why I like this build? These aren't horrendously bad survivors either. Like, do you know, I'm not going to say they're the best. I don't ever claim to be going against the best survivors constantly. Some people like to do that. I don't do that. Was that meant to be a head-on? Did you mistime that? Oh dear. Oh wait, I've still got Pop Goes a Weasel. I'll use it on this one over here. See if anyone's around. We're still at 5 gens, and we've been playing pretty chill. We're having a good time. We'll do this now. Let's have some fun with nowhere to hide. Please don't blast mine me. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Any screamers? Whatever, we'll get on a hook. On Farty. That is your real name. In this situation as well, we have a basement hook. If this person wasn't on death hook, a basement hook in this situation is really, really nice. Say if we're on like 2 gens, and this gen's one of the progress ones, it'd be great. Obviously, it doesn't matter because she's dead anyway, but we now pop again. Guess what we're going to do? We're going to go straight over to a gen. I think this one over here will be slightly progressed. Let's try and catch her off guard. Almost. She's throwing the pallet. She's going to come back that way. Fake that way. Perfect. There's a scream. Shall we wrap this up with a nice little ribbon? We shall. I see you in the distance over there, Fongmin. Jump out. Oh, it's head on. It's a shame. I was hoping I'd get a locker flick on her. We'll do that instead. That's absolutely fine. Let's get her on a hooker. Again, we've got full value of all the perks. We've used the knowledge of Infectious Fright. We've used Pop Goes a Weasel for the gen slowdown. And on top of all that, nowhere to hide. Such a good Oni perk. And I think we'll finish this off with a nice little Mori because we've earned it after playing so nice. Give this a kick as well. Now I'm definitely Moriing. That's a GG. I hope this video was informative. I hope it helps maybe learn how to play Killer if you've just bought the game, or if maybe, I don't know, you've been playing Survivor for so long and you just think, you know what, I've been a bit anxious about playing Killer, let's try it. It's not that scary, it's fun.